bumped heads, and he came down. My mama talked to him, and she was telling him like, "D, going to see a psychiatrist. You need to, talk to my baby. She's still hurting from her childhood and stuff." And so I seen my dad out there at the Soul Food Festival. Was it a Soul Food Festival? Yeah, it was a Soul Food. I seen my dad, and somebody told me, they was like, "Your dad here," and I was like, I know he here, but at the time I didn't care. I was mad. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I know he here, but I don't care. So, but to forgive him, y'all. He came down here, and my mom talked to him. And what you said to him, you was like, my baby. My mom told him about.
No, I spoke to everybody, but I didn't speak to him.
Right, but later on that night
That was the same time. I didn't see him later on that night. It was the same place.
Didn't they have something up there at the PAL?
No, that was earlier that day. I didn't say anything to him at the PAL. That's the only time I talked to him was over there.
But remember, you say you told him, you was like, my baby going to see a psychiatrist.
That was over there buried him house. God bless his soul.
Okay. Yeah, so my mom had told him, like, my baby going to see a psychiatrist. Like, she's still dealing with her childhood, her past and stuff like that. And my daddy was like, no, Deandra's strong. She don't need to be going to see no psychiatrist. And to be honest, y'all, I'm going to be real. I still go see a psychiatrist to this day. Does it help for my healing? No, I would have to go to a counselor to because I don't feel like I am completely. I have forgiven and I have moved on from it, but it's still, for me to be able to talk about it with y'all and to cry, I feel like it's something still there. You know what I'm saying? That's broken, like that's hurt. And I feel like that's something I would have to sit down and talk to a counselor about, because in your mind, you feel like, okay, I've forgiven my dad. I've forgiven the whole situation. Let's move on. But at the same time, it's like when I talk about it and I notice that, I'm like, dang, every time I talk about this, I always get emotional. And I didn't understand why. So I feel like that's something that I'm going to have to actually seek counseling. She said it's a healing. Yeah, I feel like that's something that... And me and my mom used to bump. I remember me and my mom used to bump heads, and she used to
have a lot of hurt.
And she used to be like, "Why you this and why you go?" I said, "Because." I'm like, I wasn't raised with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? We bumping heads, but I'm telling her why. Like, I wasn't raised here. But it's like it's something still there where I'm hurting.
And come get this jacket.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to keep, like y'all say, it's healing. But it's like, I ask myself, like, how long is it going to take? How long? And one thing I can say about my dad, y'all, he don't like to talk about the past. He doesn't. My daddy, like, we got to move forward. I don't like talking, like, if people bring it up, I don't like talking about it. Because I just got emotional recently with a situation, and somebody brought up our past, and I started crying and shouting, and, I was angry. I didn't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to discuss it. So, I know, and my mom said it when I came here. She was like, I feel like this is the time now where you should start going to get counseling. But I be, in my mind and in my heart, y'all, I be feeling like I'm past that.
No, that ain't what I said.
You did say I needed counseling.
I said
now,
you
ain't got
medicine.
Get... Why would you say
Hell.
She said,
this thing
I'm so glad
PMDD.
to know
I used
that you have
it.
a relationship with your dad and close with your mom. Give it to God. Most definitely.
Yeah.
But you said, my mama said I need medicine, and I be fighting against that too, y'all.
She does, and knowing she need it. Straight crazy, just like me. I take medicine, but I ain't ashamed, and I just try to get her to take it.
And I've tried it, y'all. They're called psychotropic.
Honey, I don't care what
whatever,
they call.
Whatever they call.
Me. It helped me because y'all know.
I don't like the way it make me feel.
Because you quit before it get in your system good. You have to go through that phase. But once it's in there, it equals out.
So you say I got PT?
Premenstrual dysphoric disorder. That's what I had. That's what I was.
It opens up old wounds. Yes, that too. And my mom called them triggers. She told me that. She said what they're called are triggers. When people begin to talk about, you know, when things are brought up and you're reminded of that, they're called triggers. So there are times where people talk about, you know, mama, now come on.
Sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I forgot we was on camera.
I'm looking at that like, now, Mom.
Because I looked like somebody was like literally eating on my little devotional thing.
It's nothing wrong with taking medicine if it's needed. I had. Now, I take my anxiety as needed.
What's her name? Who said that?
I'm going to read what she said. Carla, it's nothing wrong with taking medicine if it's needed. I have anxiety and I take medicine daily.
That's
it
right,
helps
Carla.
Tremendously due to my past from events.
Yep.
Now, I take anxiety medication, but I don't take it every day. I take it as needed.
But she needs the chemical imbalance part, like Celexa, Zoloft, you know, whatever fits for you.
I don't want to take that stuff.
Well, honey, you need to take it. I told her she's not, you know, a relationship is going to be hard because she's just my mini-me. It took me a long time,
Susie
too.
said I do too.
That's right. Tell her, Susie. That's wisdom.
Well, maybe you can. And I agree. Listen, y'all. If I didn't agree with my mom, Miss Susie said she has PTSD too.
I do too.
If I didn't agree with my mom, y'all, I would have never tried. I've tried to take my medication. Like, I'm not talking about the anxiety medication. I still get that. The psychotropic medication.
But Susie, tell her she quits before it gets into her system. I told her she has to let it get in her system because you know how it make you feel yawning all day and sometimes your teeth like when you wake up your teeth sore because you biting down through the night not knowing it, but all that stuff goes away and then you start to feel like a better person. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to try it again, y'all.
It took me till I was
to be honest, my last appointment, I did to ask him about that, and he was like, no, he wanted me to try the other stuff, the Klonopins or whatever. I told him I wanted, to try both.
Yeah,
so when I go back, I'm going to get both.
I see my anxiety,
when you feeling down, and depression, just drop to your knees. But if you can try to do without it.
Yeah, my anxiety medicine lasts me for 7 months, y'all. It's like a 60-day supply.
And I didn't know what anxiety was, y'all.
I don't even take 7 months before I got my next refill.
I've been diagnosed with anxiety disorder since ERC 2000. Between 2006 2008 is when I was diagnosed.
Yeah, child, baby thought she was having a heart attack.
I did, y'all. I had the paramedics come get me for the job. I didn't know what was going on.
I'm like, DeAndre, what is wrong with you?
I didn't know what it was, y'all. I didn't.
But I didn't either at the time. She had real bad anxiety attacks. Mm-hmm. We thought they were panic attacks, but they're probably
I get those. Yeah, I get both of them.
I think they're both in the same.
Yeah. That's why I don't like to. Yeah. That's why I don't like to get upset. I don't like to be angry. Like, it has to be something detrimental that's going to make me you know what I'm saying? Like, crying and upset, that gives me anxiety and sometimes panic attacks.
Sometimes
I go over the top.
It comes out of nowhere, though.
Yeah. And then I breathe my way through it. Like, I be like...
Breathe in through your nose.
Yeah, like I breathe through it. I take how you say it? Clonazepam. Yeah, it's no joke. But I don't have it. I wouldn't say I have it bad. I don't have it bad, y'all. I take it as needed. When I take my medicine, it calms me down, honey. I'm talking about no more anxiety, no none of that. It relaxes my whole body. And to be honest, I like to take my medicine at night. Like when I am feeling like I'm under a lot of anxiety or stress or whatever, I will take my medication at night because it relaxes me. Now, if I'm mad, angry, sad, hurting, whatever making me have anxiety during the daytime, I'm going to take my medicine If I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack or anxiety, I'm 1,000% going to take my medication, y'all. We all have anxiety. My son has anxiety. Oh, okay. So, yeah, y'all, that's just, you know, that's deranged. You know, like I said, like you never know what people go through, what they dealt with in the past, what they're dealing with now.
Was hard. It was ugly, nasty, hard.